Good morning. So today, of course, this will drop about a week and a half afterwards. But a couple of days ago, I've seen an influx of Californians coming into Ohio, and a few into our area. Yesterday, a gentleman came in, and he had spoken to me on the phone a little while back on how to try and fix his computer himself. And the suggestions I made didn't work. And I'm a physical person. I physically have to have the device to really. This is why I go to homes and go to businesses. I have to see it to understand it so I can know how to fix it. So this gentleman came in and he was asking some questions. And he told me what had happened to him in California, which was absolutely devastating. I mean, like, why would a tech company do that? But there are dishonest people in the world. What had happened is his computer needed to be repaired. He's a professional. He took his computer into a shop in California and they fixed it, but they stole all of his personal information, and then I'm guessing they sold it on the dark web or whatever. So he ended up being a victim of identity theft, and he had several clients' information on his computer also. They became victims. And so it just became a legal and financial mess for him. And that scarred him badly. And so he was asking me some questions, mainly what our privacy policies are and what guidelines we use and stuff like that. And after I heard his story, I looked at him and said, it wouldn't matter what I told you. We use HIPAA as a guideline for patient privacy. Yeah, it's for patient privacy. For client privacy, we don't look at your files unless we are looking at a specific problem related to a file. For example, if you're having problems with photos loading, then we'll look at your photos. If you're having problems with a document opening, then we'll look at your documents. Other than that, we don't look at them. We have no reason to look at them. And I told him, I said, we use the same guidelines as HIPAA. And he goes, well, that goes for medical. I said, yes, but along with medical information, what is on a medical, computer? Person's credit card, their insurance information, their social security number, their date of birth. So that's why we use HIPAA as a guideline. It's one of the strongest privacy guidelines there is in this country. So those are the standards that we use. But I told him, I said, it wouldn't matter. We've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It is earned, not bought. It took me 7 years to get that A+ rating, and I've not lost it, and I don't intend to do it anytime soon. And I told him, I said, wouldn't matter what I told you, what evidence certifications, documentations, and that of our privacy, our honor, our integrity. Because you've been so scarred so badly from a previous thing, there's nothing I can do or say that would prove to you that I would not do that. And so it was an interesting conversation. He had asked about purchasing a used laptop. He asked what was on them. I said, they're there. You can turn them on and look. Just the basic programming is on there, such as Windows 10. A basic office productivity package. We do have TeamViewer installed in every computer we sell for remote assistance after the sale. So if you need help getting your email account to load up, or you're getting back into Facebook or Google or whatever, and you can't do it or figure it out, we can remote in and help. And that's the purpose for that. We do that as a way of assisting. And he goes, well, what if I wanted you just to wipe it and leave Windows 10 on it? That's fine. If that's what you want me to do, that's what I'll do for you. It's not a problem at all. But he took pictures of everything that was there, and then he noticed on our counter there, it gives our residential in-store service rate and our in-home service rates for residential. And of course, in-store is $100. Unless you have a contract with us, then it's a different rate. But it's $100 to fix your computer. And then we also told him, I said, if you brought us a second computer relatively close together, we give a discount on the second one. He took a picture of that, and he said, so this rate here, it says $100. I said, yes. He goes, that's an hour? No, it's a flat rate. He goes, so it's $100 an hour flat. I say, no. You're misunderstanding. Let me specify this. If it takes me an hour, If it takes me 4 days, it's $100. And he was like, it kind of struck him as odd. Um, how am I making money and so on and so forth. I told him, I don't do this. Go look at my videos. I don't do this for profit. I have to make money to pay the bills, keep the internet going, pay myself, pay my wife. But as long as I'm making a little bit of a profit every day, a little bit of a profit every month, I'm content with that. I have no reason. I'm not greedy. And again, this kind of like shocked him. He was like, but in California, I said, but this is not California. This is Ohio. This is rural Ohio, to be more accurate. So yeah, and I think he left here more frustrated because the answer I gave him didn't conform to his notions of how we should be. So, but I did let him, we had a genuine copy of Windows 8.1, which is what his computer had. And I told him, I said, sometimes the best way to fix your problem is to bypass the active operating system on your computer and boot up from a disk, and go into the repair options and see if you could do it that way. And, I put it on the counter. I said, here, take it, and bring it back to me when you're done. Because the keys were no good. We've already used the keys, but I keep the disks for those repair options. And he was like, no, I can't take it. I'm like, why? He goes, you have to charge me for it. Fine. He goes, so fine. So I went and made him an invoice for $1. I said, and it says loan and what it is. And it was like, he looked at it. He goes, this is just unacceptable. It's like, I'm trying to help you. If you are so jaded with your previous experience, and you are rightly so to be jaded, considering what you told me is true and everything is correct, there's no reason for you to trust anyone in the IT tech field ever again, period. That's what it is. But take the disk. Do what you can. If you find out you do want us to do it, we're here. We'll fix it. It's $100. And, he took the disc. He's going to try and do it himself. He goes, I'll bring him back tomorrow. I said, bring him back when you're done. I understand the situation you're in. And so, yeah, when you're done, bring him back. And it's one of those things that if he never brought those discs back, it would not be a loss to me because the keys that are on there, like I said, have already been used. They are already deactivated. So it's just the discs you're using to repair your computer, and that's the only reason why we have them too. So yeah, whether he comes back or not, I don't know. I think my answers just ended up just infuriating him more. He had asked what would be the first thing I did to his computer, and I said the same thing we do for anyone where there is a suspected situation where it can't be recovered. I pull your hard drive out, I make a copy of all your backup files, or all of your personal files so you don't lose them, and then I initiate the repairs. And if I can't repair it where we have to wipe it and reinstall it, we reinstall it, and I put your personal files back. I can't get your software, but I can help you, reload them if you've got them, or get copies of them from somewhere else. But yeah, it's the first thing I do is, especially if it's a possible hard drive issue or a possible operating system issue where it's going to be unrecoverable, I make a backup copy. In any credible IT person will tell you backups. How many videos have I made this telling everyone backup, do your backups. I got videos on system restore. I got videos on how to do file history for Windows 10. I've got videos on how to do the Windows 7 backup. I've got videos on how to use sync back up your files. And so, yeah, I told him, I said, probably the first thing I would do is rip out your hard drive and make a backup copy of all of your personal files. He was like, no. I'm like, I understand, but this is how we operate, and this is how we do things. And if you're not comfortable doing it, I completely understand. I'm not going to twist your arm for it. I'm just telling you, this is how we do it. These are the policies we have in place. These are the policies we follow. And if you want to look at our reputation, like I said, you can contact the Better Business Bureau. You can do it online, or you can call them, look us up. Here's our legal name. Look us up. We have an A+ rating. It has been earned, not bought. 6-7 years to get that. And, if you want references, I've got clients that will give you references. So, yeah, we don't do anything with your, if we do a data backup in preparation for your computer repair, you could have 16,000 photos on your file in your computer. I would have no need to look at them unless there was a specific reason or a specific problem that I'm addressing to look at those files. I have no need to look at them. And like I said, I handle pharmacy computers. I handle doctors' computers. I handle attorney computers. So trust me. And I have, a couple of clients who are probably $1 million clients. If you include all their assets, they're probably a little bit more than $1 million. I have clients who are dirt poor who pay me $10 a month because that's all they can afford. Never, not once, have I ever allowed anyone's personal information to be leaked. And I have no intentions of doing it. And so, like I said, he was so jaded from a previous one, there was going to be nothing I would say or nothing I could do to prove otherwise. And justly so for him. From his experience, trust no one. And you know what? I tell people that too, trust no one. But it is what it is. And so if you've got some people who are new to the area and they're from California and they tell horror stories to you, yeah, they might be true. But that's just how we operate. We have never put profit first, which kind of shocks people. If you watched a few videos back, I said, ooh, we closed the year with a itty bitty little profit, like $300 for the year. And I was excited for that. We made it through the year and made a small little bit of profit. And you're like, $300, and that's all you made. COVID, it was a crappy year last year. Our sales were down like 20,000, 25,000 for the year. But we still came out in the black. Not by much, just a little. But like I said, if you've got people who are new to the area, they're from California or other states, and they start telling you horror stories, I don't think that they're exaggerated. They might legitimately be true. So, but yeah, I thought I would share that again. This poor guy, I don't think, because he had such a horrible experience before, he trusts no IT people whatsoever. Can't blame him. And I explained to him what we do, how we do it, why we do it. And it's one of those situations that no matter what I said or do, it would never be good enough. And that's perfectly fine. It takes time to heal. It takes time to trust. When you have somebody, especially in a professional capacity, completely destroy you. There's nothing you can do about that. So hopefully he'll come back around and allow us the opportunity to, hopefully through our actions, correct the wrongs of someone else. But if he never does, I can understand and I can sympathize. So, but I thought I would share that. So if you're, like I said, you're seeing people from California move to the area because they're trying to escape, refugees. Welcome them. But remember, they might be so jaded from their own personal experiences that they keep you at arm's length. And don't be offended by that. Give it time. It's like anyone else who's been through a situation like this. It takes time. So to my gentleman who this is really about, if you're watching this, because I know you have my YouTube channel because I gave it to you yesterday, welcome to Ohio. We are here if you need us. And like I said, hopefully you'll give us the opportunity to prove that not all IT people are evil, greedy, and and stuff like that. But if you choose not to, there are several other companies around the area. You're welcome to look at them too. You know, you've got Best Buy and Staples in Sandusky, Jim Barnes, Computer Man in Fremont, Keith Whaley in Tiffin. All great people. You know, they all do the same thing I do. They fix computers. They all have great reputations, great rapport with their clients. Sometimes we steal each other's clients back and forth. It happens. It's just part of the process of being in business. But yeah, if you're watching, again, welcome to Ohio. Hopefully this area will start to heal you and undo the scary things that you have witnessed. And like I said, if you give us the opportunity, we'll be glad to fix your computer. And, you know, if you want to shop around, by all means. I threw out some recommendations. So anyways, for the rest of you all, hopefully you found this enlightening. Like, share, subscribe if you've got a Google account or a YouTube account. Remember that thumbs up and thumbs down here to the right a little bit. Thumbs up, thumbs down. There is the subscribe button. You can click on the little bell so you get notifications every time they drop. I usually drop a video at 7 in the morning, at least on the YouTube, because it's automatic. Facebook, if I'm busy, I'll forget occasionally. Sorry. So if on Facebook, you can find us over here. That's our Facebook address. Computer problems, questions, give us a call. We'll get you taken care of. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.